fights with passion, and he inspires.
Are you ready for a war?
All right, welcome back to From 8 Arbitration, the Tuesday edition. This is going to be the shortest episode ever, okay? Because I have nothing to talk about. But I told you I was going to do an episode, so I'm going to do one. What's happened is somebody sent me a grievance starter, and it was on the grieving the counterfeit labels that are on our packages. It was a fantastic grievance starter. My messenger, and y'all know the history I have with my messenger, is completely screwed up, my Facebook Messenger, because I get about 100 messages a day. And so I try to go through those. I had this one saved. I cannot find it. And there's going to be about 100 and so people that got messages from me tonight because when I opened it up, I had messages coming in from March. And so I messaged you saying, I'm sorry, I'm just now getting this message. A lot of people got those today. Because when I was looking for this one individual who sent me the grievance starter, I cannot find it. But about 100 and some odd messages came in that have not been read since March. So I've messaged a lot of people tonight trying to catch up on these things that I just now got. There are people talking about joint statement cases. And so I just asked them, how did that turn out? Are you still needing help? So I apologize for that, but my messenger is so screwed up. I don't know if it's because I get so many messages or what's going on with that. But if you're listening, if you sent me the grievance starter for grieving the counterfeit labels, send that back to me, please, because I loved it and I'm going to use it. I loved it. The other thing I was going to talk about is the medical documentation. For some reason, my from 8arbitration.com, when I go there, I cannot look up episodes. Can y'all do that? If you can't, let me know. I've reached out to Mallory. I know she's extremely busy, so maybe she can get to that in a day or two. And then Sunday, I will do both of those. If the individual reaches out to me and sends me back that one about the counterfeit labels, I would love for you to do that. And I'll email it to myself and then print it off. That way I won't lose it again. And then I'll have to get on from 8arbitration.com in episodes, and I'm going to go over this medical documentation, requiring us medical documentation every 30 days. Because like I said, the individual sent me that and saying that management said if they don't bring them medical documentation, they're voiding their medical documentation, which is completely idiotic. So we're going to talk about that as well. I will talk about a few things. And I may cuss. And I apologize if I do, because I told you I wouldn't. But I may. Probably will. A couple of things I want to talk about. And one is for the Build a Fighting NELC. And it's moving forward with a true rank and file survey to gather 2026 contract demands. We aim to get at least 2,000 NELC members to fill out the survey before the NELC wrap session. And if you go to Build a Fighting NELC's Facebook page, it will be on there. And I believe it is on my from 8arbitration.com as well. But Build a Fighting NELC is moving forward with a true rank and file survey to gather 2026 contract demands. We aim to get at least 2,000 NELC members to fill out the survey. Fuck, I'm sleepy. Before the NELC wrap session. They've already got a bunch of names on that. And those people are always they're ahead of the curve as far as stuff like that. When you talk about Build a Fighting NELC, that's exactly what they do. So they've got a survey for you to fill out on contract demands, which is important, okay? So there's that. Another thing somebody sent me, and it was dealing with what's going on in St. Louis, and they wanted me to talk about it. I've had numerous people send me this stand-up talk about what's happened to them in St. Louis, Missouri. Completely bizarre what's happening to our brothers and sisters in St. Louis, Missouri. Matter of fact, somebody called me today talking about it as well. Listen to this stand-up talk. It says, due to the LMOU provisions related to reposting of routes under Article 41, the St. Louis installation will be reposting all city routes occupied by an employee with an enter on duty date prior, I don't think they meant to say prior to May 23rd of 1998. This bid cycle will be effective November 22nd, 2025 through December 1st, 2025. The awards will be scheduled for December 10th of 2025 and placement will be January 10th of 2026. It is imperative for each of you, city letter carriers, to understand that you are responsible for ensuring that you have your postal PIN number available for you to place your automated bid. You will not be able to place an automated bid without it. If you forget your postal PIN number or misplaced it, you'll be required to contact HRSSC at the number and request a new postal PIN number. These are only mailed out, so do not wait to request it. If you do not bid or do not receive your requested bid, you'll become an unassigned regular and placed according to the unassigned regular process. Additional items of importance. This stand-up will be posted on the bulletin board throughout the posting process for your review, and stand-up talk will be given daily as a reminder. If you have any questions, please see your manager. And they go on down through there. I had somebody reach out and said, sorry to bother you, would you please make an episode about what's happening in St. Louis? We just been told that every regular hired after May of 1998 will have to rebid to an error in the route adjustment costing the post office $1.8 million. So what a clusterfuck is happening in St. Louis, Missouri. This says prior to May 23rd of 1998, all the routes would be reposted. In my station alone, if that happened, I've got carriers that have been, half my stations was been there before 1998. Just my station. Now, they're saying, look, I know that when I get on here and rant about shit like this, business agents' office, branch presidents, they're, hey, we're doing things. You know, we're handling things. The carriers do not know that. The carriers have no idea. The amount of people that sent me that stand-up talk from St. Louis is mind-boggling. So if you are doing something about it, please tell your carriers. Have some form of communication with your city letter carriers and let them know that something's happening with that. Because they do not know. And they are pissed off, rightfully so, that because of some LMOU provision, we just now caught the damn thing. You're talking about routes that have been bid since 1998? We're just now catching an LMOU provision? They said that National is giving no help. To me, somebody should be talking to these city letter carriers. And if people are saying we are talking to them, you're not. Because a lot of them have reached out to me saying they have no idea what's going on, why this is happening. Somebody needs to talk to the city letter carrier in St. Louis, Missouri, and help them out. And if there's a game plan, let them know what it is, because they don't know. And so, yeah, I'll talk about it. If you talk about the union, an injury to one is an injury to all. And that's a great saying. And I believe the saying. We can't abandon any part of our country, any city, any branch, any AO. We cannot abandon them, whether you like them or not, because these people had terrible things to say about everybody in the union. They're not happy. And they say it's been a history of this shit, of them being forsaken and abandoned. What is the deal here? Why are they getting fucked over in St. Louis, Missouri? It's like when I went down to New Orleans. They're getting fucked over. Why? When you talk about 15, 16,000 cases pending B in New Orleans alone. And I asked them, I said, hell, are y'all paying dues down here? Yeah. Then why are y'all getting fucked over? What is wrong with St. Louis, Missouri? Why is it they're getting fucked over? This is getting fucked over. If an injury one to injury at all is what this union stands by, why are we having people being injured in certain places? New Orleans is a perfect example. Now they're talking about wholesaling cases again, 5,000 or 6,000. Just wholesaling them. just like they did the last time with these C teams. That goes back to this fool with his thumb up his ass at the COP talking about it's not our fault, though. It's not our fault. It's a game plan. It's a design. Trust me. I'll say that. It's fucking designed to do that because the union hates grievances. The post office hates grievances. It's money to both sides. So they'll stack them up. They'll wholesale them for pennies on the dollar. Post office wins and the union wins. Do you know who gets fucked over? Me, you, the aggrieved, the city letter carrier. That's all a fucking design. Them talking about, well, we're coming up with game plans. Bullshit. Bullshit. I told y'all that yesterday I was going to rant. I wasn't going to do it today. But I ain't got no topic today. I'll rant again. Okay? Here's another one. I want to ask if you'll do a next episode, if you can take a minute to push the EAP hotline. And I'm not going to tell who this individual is, but they said they had lost a carrier to suicide. And we came in this morning to learn that a rural carrier in our office did the same thing last night. Thanks. And so, yeah, I will. The EAP hotline. Now, we did an episode a while back on PTSD and mental health. A lot of people, I know Hot House Richie Ray did one. I know the CCA Corner did one. And others, I believe, did one on mental health because we are in a crisis right now. It's an epidemic right now amongst the city letter carriers dealing with suicide. And it's tragic when you talk about an injury to one as an injury to all. And the EAP hotline, it's 1-800-327-4968. 1-800-327-4968. And when I did that episode on mental health, PTSD, I gave out my number. And a lot of people have called, had an individual call today. And we talked for a good long time. And it was a very good conversation. And they just wanted somebody to talk to. And they called me today. And we had a very good conversation. And an individual dealing with PTSD. And was just having a damn hard time of it, man. And so, yes, you can call me. I'll talk to you all the way around my damn route if you want to talk. And the individual called me today. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for trusting me like that. When I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. All right? I love the city letter carrier. The only reason I'm in this is because of the city letter carrier. The only reason I do a podcast every Sunday is because I love the city letter carrier. It's not to make money. I lose money. I pay money to do this. I don't make anything. I've had thousands of people reach out to advertise on here because we've had so many downloads. And I ignore every single one of them. Why? Because I told you I would do that from the very beginning. I'm not going to profit off of educating the city letter carrier. I'm just not going to do it. But I love you. When I say that, I mean that truly. And so if you need me, reach out to me. And we'll talk. Here's another thing. Somebody had listened to the episode last night, and they said that their DRT flat out refuses to agree to Article 15 when it has already been established in precedent Step B decisions. It says, this is one of the reasons we are backed up here. I refuse to resolve a case for less than what we have already received. I want to thank you for encouraging all of our members to step up and for educating our stewards. One of the things that really needs to be said on education is if it's precedent decisions and arbitrations in their installations, they need to put them in the case file. Absolutely. Any decision that you have out of your installation, B-team, arbitration, formal A, informal, I'm putting all of them in a case file. All of them. Even if you only can memorialize informals, I'm putting it in there, okay? And it's going to help us. But this DRT person says that now they're not resolving anything, even if it's been established. And that is the game plan of management. If you've got in your installation like Nashville, if you're talking about opting grievances, where they have violated opting for so long, and it's escalated to $200, they're coming in now saying they're no longer going to pay that. Even though it states in Article 15 that those be precedent setting. for the installation from which they arose. Even though that language is in there, management's now saying, we're not going to honor that, we're not paying it. And there's part of the reason for the backlog. Do you know why they're doing that? Because we have fucking fools on our side that will say, hey, get all those together if there's 100 of them, and I know they have $200 a piece, and give them 50. And they will settle those things because we have cowards and fucking losers and fucking conceders on our side doing that shit. Now they got a plan that they're going to come up with. A fucking plan on dealing with 39,000 fucking cases at B. Now we've got a plan. Hell, election's coming up. Now we've got a plan. Fuck. Here's another thing. I said I wasn't going to rant, but fuck it. I'm into it now. So shit. I told y'all you had these whiteboards. And they were talking about an hour office time. Office to 60. Office to 45 minutes, right? And it's going on everywhere. Why is that? Why is there that push right now? Office to 60. Office to 45. And people are saying, well, that doesn't mean anything. Here's what somebody put up today and saying this is what they're starting to do in their office. Listen to this now. This is an official fact-finding interview. The information obtained during this interview may result in disciplinary action. I'm going to read that again. The information obtained during this interview may result in disciplinary action. So we're being investigated. It's an investigative interview or a pre-disciplinary interview. Up to and including removal. This is your opportunity to explain your side of the issue. Please be advised that regulations ELM Section 6653 of the Employee and Labor Relations Manual requires all employees to cooperate with postal investigations. Are you employee? How long have you been employed by the Postal Service? What route are you assigned to? M41 Carrier Handbook Section 112.21 states, obey the instructions of your manager. Do you always obey the instructions of your manager? M41 Carrier Handbook Reporting Requirements Section 131.41 and Section 131.42, which states that it is your responsibility to verbally inform management when you are of the opinion that you'll be unable to case all mail distributed to the route, perform other required duties, and leave on schedule, or when you will be unable to complete delivery of all mail. And they had that underlined. Inform management of this well in advance of the scheduling leave time and not later than immediately following the final receipt of mails. Here you go. The record reflects your office time was a total of 1.86 on November 3rd of 2025. Please explain why you exceeded 45 minutes. So let's say your office time was 1 hour and 86 clicks on November 3rd of 2025. Please explain why you exceeded 45 minutes. So now they're giving us investigative interviews on why we exceeded a 45-minute office time. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? We started out with these metrics of 60 minutes, and National didn't do shit about shit with that. Should have immediately sent out National templates on that shit and addressed it immediately when that fool AVP came out and said one of the metrics is our office time. We should have bludgeoned that, but we didn't. We didn't. Now we've got people saying 45 minutes of office time. We all laugh at that. 45 minutes of office time. Ha 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 ha. We got 33 minutes of fixed office time. 45. We all laughed at that. Now they're giving investigative interviews telling that you can be removed, right? Because you didn't make some 45 minutes of office time. Now I'm going to request immediately when I see that on a board, that's what we were talking about, when you say 60 minutes, where are you getting the 60 minutes from? And grieve it. 45 minutes, where are you getting the 45 minutes from? And grieve it and have it removed from the board. Are your business agents saying anything about it? Has anybody's business agent sent out any template about a 45-minute fucking office time or a 60-minute fucking office time that we've been talking about for years on here? Has the business agent's office done shit about shit on that? Now we've got investigative interviews for 45 minutes of fucking office time. That's what we've got. What are we doing about it? Why is that happening? Does anybody know? Why is that going on so much? Here's a problem I've got. You're manipulating our office time. I had another person send me something saying that in their station, well, let me see if I can find it. It was on Facebook. Was just told that we have 45 minutes of office time and to leave pre-sort if we don't have time to case it. I think maybe 3 routes actually are done by 45 minutes. Crazy because we're going to case it all in the PM for the next day. So it's all the same amount of office time. So it's the AM office time that they're attacking. And they're telling them to curtail mail to make the 45 minutes PM office time. Why is that happening? Are we thinking about that? Do they know something that we don't? Is there a joint process that's fixing to come out and we have not been told? Because you're manipulating the route data. That's what that's doing. It's showing that we have 45 minutes of office time. So if you come into a joint process, say in January, and they look back over our times, they're going to say in this joint process, well, hell, all of them had 45 minutes of office time, and their street time was 6 hours. Their routes are all short. Do you know why? Because you manipulated our office time. So much so that you're threatening us with removal for not making it. That's what's happening. Has anybody heard anything from anybody about this shit? I mean, for the love of God, somebody do fucking something about something until the CLC can get in there and run roughshod on these motherfuckers on the workroom floor. We're not doing shit about shit. And people say, well, just fucking grieve it. Good. Grieve what? If I'm in an AO, a small office, and you say, just grieve it. Okay, that sounds good. What do I grieve? How do I grieve it? I want to grieve it, but will somebody educate me on grieving it? Because I don't know what the fucking grievance is. That's a popular line with Renfro when they ask him shit and these whatever. Well, that will go through the grievance process. Okay, good. Thank you. What is the grievance? What do I grieve? Because I don't know. But I'm in an AO and we don't get any guidance. We don't get any help. I don't even know where to begin to look. I can get on Facebook and ask them, is that where we come? Is that how far we've fallen? Business agents just going to get on Facebook. They'll answer that for you. We're too fucking busy kissing the motherfucker's ass at National to educate our fucking members. But, you know, hell, we're dealing with motherfuckers that got both their thumbs up their fucking ass talking about, it's not our fault. These cases, it's not our fault. My God, man. We're in fucking trouble down here on the workroom floor. We are in fucking trouble. And what do we have as far as a president right now? And this motherfucker now, let me tell you what's going on with this son of a bitch. He has lost it as far as this next election. So here's where he's going to come from now. He knows that as far as contract negotiations, he's done for because he's clueless. They schooled his ass on that. So now he's going around with this fear-mongering bullshit again. If you don't elect me as president, we'll be privatized within a month because I'm always across the street talking to congressmen and senators and shit. I'm always over there. He said it 50 times at the COP. I'm always over there. I'm always across the street. The new administration is going to privatize us. If I'm not in office, we'll be privatized. Expect a bunch of fear-mongering bullshit coming out of this sorry, low-down, losing son of a bitch coming up. We've got an administration. They're after us. We're privatized. Going to be privatized any day now. But if you vote for me, they're not going to privatize us. If y'all vote based off of fear, you deserve everything you get. If you vote based off of fear, you vote based off of change to this son of a bitch. We have got to have wholesale change in this union. Got to. It's imperative that we have wholesale changes. But watch what I say. The fear-mongering out of this son of a bitch is going to go through the roof because that's all he's got left. He cannot tell y'all his record as far as contract negotiations because it was a failure. He can't tell you that. He can't say, I'm going to do better this time. He doesn't know how. He's never been in negotiations before. He's had one arbitration at the regional level. He knows nothing about negotiation. He knows nothing about arbitration. He'll tell you that he does. Everything that he knows, he's been told. He's never experienced it. And so now what does he have left? Fear-mongering. Fear-mongering. That's exactly what's fixing to happen. Fear-mongering. But this administration, I'm telling you, I'm hearing things. I'm reading things. Privatization. Going to privatize us. A lot of privatization coming up. Doing away with unions. Privatizing. If I'm not the president, y'all going to be privatized. Don't fall for that bullshit. Vote this motherfucker out and be done with him. The cowardice that he has put in this union is catastrophic. Him, Ponyboy, the same way. Both them motherfuckers don't do shit but concede. Now they got another person rolling up through there, the director of retirees. I guess he's probably going to run for EVP or something because all they do now is politic. At the COP, that's all they do is politic. That's not even what that setting is for. The COP is supposed to be a committee of presidents for the presidents to get together absent any kind of resident officer. That's how it started out. Absent any kind of resident officer. And then over time, the resident officers started getting in there, presidents and talking and shit. Now that's all it is a bunch of fucking politicking in there. Presidents, director retirees talking for 17 hours in there, talking your fucking ass to death about how great they are and all the shit they're doing. That's not what the COP was based about. That's not what the COP was formed for. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Just a bunch of fucking politicking. And they should have stopped that shit when it started. The COP, Committee of Presidents, was founded for that reason. So that the presidents could get in there and talk to themselves about issues they're having. Not for the president to go in there and ramble for 4 fucking hours. And then somebody else get in there and ramble for 4 fucking hours. And then another person ramble for 4 fucking hours. That's not what the COP was formed for. And that's what we'll get back to when we take over. The COP will be exactly what it was designed to do. The Committee of Presidents. For the presidents. But, hey, the motherfucker's in charge. He's going to politic his ass off right now because his ass is getting stomped. And that's what you can expect. Everywhere, the rap session, going to be the same damn way. He'll be up there talking for 4 fucking hours. It'll make you want to pull your fucking ears off and shove them in the holes. Just so you don't have to listen to this motherfucker anymore. But we'll be done with him next year. All of them. Sorry, cowards, man. But look, when you have things, when people are coming out threatening you with removal based off of something that they pulled out of their ass, it's dangerous times for us. It's dangerous fucking times for the carrier on the workroom floor. And where is our union at? Where is our union at? You're threatening removal for somebody not making a 45 minutes office time that's based on nothing. I would put in an information request immediately. Where are you getting the 45 minutes? Where does it state that in any handbook or manual? What policy is talking about 45 minutes? Where are you getting 45 minutes? Because it's a standing 45 minutes. It's on a whiteboard. It doesn't change from day to day based off of volume. Every day it's 45 minutes. Where are you getting that number from? It was 60 minutes. Where are you getting that number from? The second you take me in and give me an investigative interview, to me, and somebody else put this on there, it's a violation of the joint statement. Why? Because making the numbers is not the excuse for the abuse of anyone. And if you're telling me I'm supposed to make a 45-minute office time based off of nothing, based on pulling it out of your ass, and you're going to threaten me with removal because I didn't make it, to me that's a violation of the joint statement, because making the numbers, which is what that is not the excuse for the abuse of. If you're threatening to remove me, that's abusing me. Anyone. That's all of us. And so we need to fight fire with these dumb fucks for doing that. Your business agents should be on the workroom floor raising fucking hell. The RAA should be having all kind of grievances starters for y'all, handing them to y'all, bringing them to y'all, showing y'all how to grieve things. Nobody should ever say, what do I grieve? That's a failure on our part as the union, the agent. Nobody should ever say, how should I grieve that? We should be telling y'all, here's how you grieve it. This is what we've heard. If it's not come to you, it may, and here's how you're going to grieve it. That's why Paul Bolanger, the director of education, said we should have national templates instantly when things come out. When we hear things coming out on the workroom floor, our office time, instantly national template. 45 minutes office time, instantly a national template. In the hands of every shop steward in the country. Disseminated to the business agents, who will disseminate those to the branch presidents, who will put those in every station in this country. That's how you educate the workroom floor. And if business agents aren't doing it, bypass those sorry, low-down, cowardly motherfuckers and go around them and do it. If branch presidents aren't doing it, go around those motherfuckers too. The days of cowardly motherfuckers is coming to an end. It's over with. We're taking over this motherfucker and giving it back to the city letter care next year. It can't get here fast enough. Shit should be happening on the workroom floor, man. We should be taking over the fucking workroom floor, and we're getting run the fuck over because we got motherfuckers up there with their thumbs up their fucking ass talking about it's not our fucking fault. It is your fucking fault. Do something for once. Please, God. Do fucking something about something other than up there kissing each other's fucking ass, talking about it's not your fucking fault. We're getting run over down here. 45 minutes of office time, and we giggled at that shit on a whiteboard. 45 minutes. that doesn't come from anything. That's made up. Now we're being threatened with removal. It won't go anywhere, but fuck, our grievances ain't getting met on for 9, 10 fucking months. We can be disciplined. That shit'll be sitting up there for a fucking year. We'll already get into a fucking removal before you can get our fucking letter of warning heard. What a fucking failure this administration has become. It was piss poor to begin with. It's rock fucking bottom now. Rock fucking bottom. Fuck. Motherfucker called me a bully the other day on social media. He said, Corey's just a bully. The carriers need a fucking bully. The carriers need a bully. You fucking ain't right I'm going to be a fucking bully. The carriers right now need a fucking bully. They're going to get one. They're going to get this motherfucker next year. They need a fucking bully. This shit right here needs a bully. The workroom floor needs a fucking bully. The city letter carrier needs a fucking bully. I'll be one. I'll be that motherfucker. I'm telling you. Mark my fucking words. The dogs of war, those teams, are going to be rabid fucking dogs going on these workroom floors. Answer to me and me alone. Nobody's going to manipulate them. Not shit. We're going to cause mass confusion on these fucking floors with these sorry-ass motherfucking postmasters and supervisors and MPOs, district managers that have set out to fuck with us. There's a day of fucking reckoning coming. There's a day of fucking reckoning coming for that bullshit. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I guess y'all can tell, can't you? Can't you? But I have a brother or sister going in there being threatened with removal for not making a 45-minute office time, which some dumb motherfucker on their side has pulled out of their dumb fucking ass and told them to fuck with us over that. That should make all of us fucking pissed. Business agents should be up in fucking arms. Our president should be doing something other than talking all that stupid ass shit. But that's where we are. That's where we are. Now, since we didn't address these metrics, we tried to do it here. Our office time. Try to do it here. Now you got 45 minutes. People laughed at that shit. It's here. This union's a fucking joke, man. It's a fucking joke. And you got motherfuckers up there, rather than helping, they're fucking politicking, trying to save their fucking ass. Your ass is fired, bitch. Y'all are fired. Come next year. The only thing y'all should be doing is going U-Haul and getting some fucking boxes to pack up your shit. The consequences of everybody's fucking actions are going to be resolved next year in this vote. The consequences of the union's inactivity, inaction, cowardice, the consequences of that are going to be handled in this next election. The consequences of management fucking with us all the fucking time are going to be dealt with after this next election. They have fucked with us too fucking long, man. Our carriers are suffering. Fucking suffering right now. More than at any time in history. When you got people reaching out to me saying, would you please put out the EAP hotline for our brothers and sisters. People reaching out to me saying that. Do you know why? Because it's fucking toxic right now on the workroom floor. People are hating coming into this motherfucker, which was the greatest job ever. Which was. But we're suffering right now. And then it got some stupid fucking state president. This motherfucker is the biggest Renfro ass kisser I've ever seen. Somebody was talking about the toxic work environment. This dumb fuck comes on social media and says, this is the easiest job ever. Why are you complaining? This is the easiest job ever. Now, this is a state fucking president who's over legislation. That's what they do. Legislation. And he's going to put out on social media, this is the easiest job ever. Please don't be in fucking negotiations with this dumb fuck Renfro when it comes up. Because my thing is going in there talking about how difficult the fucking job is. And you got a fucking state president. This is the easiest job ever. Motherfuck. No wonder we can't get shit done. We got an incompetent fucking president. This is the most incompetent motherfucker I've ever seen. Has fell flat on his fucking face during negotiations. Fuck that all to hell. Now he's talking about fear-mongering, talking about if you don't vote me back in, we're going to be privatized. You got motherfuckers getting up there saying it's not our fault, all these grievances. Barner's is got his head in the fucking sand. Where's this motherfucker at? And fuck. It's no wonder we're in the fucking shape we're in. No fucking wonder. We've got incompetence on a biblical fucking scale in this union. I'm glad I saw that today. I wouldn't even done an episode because I can't find my fucking shit. I've lost my fucking grievance starter on the damn the labels, which was some good shit. I wanted to go over that tonight. Can't get on my fucking my FromAidArbitration.com. My episodes won't download. So I can get y'all some stuff on this documentation. I'll have all that for you Sunday. I promise you that. I'll have all that for you Sunday. Then I had this guy call me today, about the PTSD. And it broke my fucking heart, to talk to this individual who just needed a voice, needed somebody to talk to. And, and it's ironic that within an hour, somebody sends me this saying, can you put out the EAP hotline? We're struggling, man. We're struggling on the workroom floor with a toxic working environment and shit like that. 45 minutes of office time. Now, if you don't make it, you're going to be threatened with removal. Look, change is coming. Change is coming. I promise you that. Change is coming. The bully's coming. The consequences of this shit is coming. Retribution is coming. It's coming. There are people that despise that shit. Fuck them. On social media, just the same dumb fuckers every time, just hating that shit. Kiss my ass. We're changing an environment on the workroom floor. That's what we're going to do. On my life, we're going to do it. We've already got this shit planned out. We're changing the environment on the workroom floor. You're going to enjoy coming to work again. We're changing the culture of NELC headquarters. We're going to put integrity back in there, which we have lost. My God, we have lost integrity. We're putting integrity and competence back at NELC headquarters. Rabbit-ass dogs going on these workroom floors, taking care of the people that we love. That's coming. That's coming. People don't like it, fuck you. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Shit's happening. An injury to one is an injury to all means something to me. That's my people out there getting hurt, killing themselves, having to check themselves into places because of the toxic working environment, the lack of pay in this son of a bitch, the complete disregard for us from our agent. Those days are coming to an end. Right? I'm sorry I didn't have my stuff today. That's on me. I'm sorry I didn't have that. And to those 100 or so people that just got messages saying, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this. I'm sorry. For some reason, my Facebook Messenger, I don't know if it's my phone, I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting messages from March, and I hate that shit because I want to help everybody. I do. But, hey, we're going to get this shit settled out, man. We're going to get this shit settled out. A bully's coming. You damn right. You fucking ain't right. I'm a bully. Fuck, we need one more than ever. We need one. And I'll be that. I'm not a fucking politician at all. Fuck politics. I've never politicked for anything. Never will. I'm telling you what I'm going to fucking do. Believe it or don't. Vote for me or don't. And that's on you. I'm telling you what's fucking coming. And ain't shit nobody can do about it. And they hate it. Fucking keep hating, motherfuckers. That's all I can tell you. All right, that's it for today. I love you. Light blue, I love you. Okay? It's you first. There's nothing second. It will always be that way with me. In whatever capacity I'm in. If I'm not EVP, I'll be doing it on this fucking podcast. But I love you. And I'm going to fight every fucking waking hour for you. I can promise you that. All right? Y'all have a great rest of the week. I'm so sorry that I didn't have those two things. I will have that Sunday, okay? Because I really want to do that stuff. And we'll handle it then, all right? But ranted yesterday. Didn't have shit to talk about today. Ranted about some shit there because that pissed me off more than you know when I saw that. And also talking with my brother today. I mean, we're in trouble, man. We're hurting. And you're working for somebody who doesn't give two fucks about you. And the Postal Service management, they don't give a fuck about you. I'm telling you. We're committing suicide. Unlike anything I've ever seen in the history of us. Mental issues, unlike anything I've ever seen before. And no help from the agent. They're fucking worthless. You got a motherfucker fear-mongering now that if you don't vote for him, we're going to be privatized. That's how dumb that fucker is. Others on there just completely fucking clueless. Now they got all the fucking answers to everything. Man, we're fucked. But good thing is, we'll vote these motherfuckers out next year. And we'll take over this motherfucker and the city letter carriers be put back first. How's that sound? I love you, Light Blue. I love you with all my heart. Y'all have a fantastic rest of the week, okay? And I'll talk to y'all Sunday. If you ever need to talk to me, call me. If you need somebody just to say, hey, man, I just need to vent. I need to talk. Call me. A lot of people have. I'm not a trained expert. All I can do is talk to you, baby. All I can do is talk to you, and I will. I'll give you as much time as you need, all right? I love you with all my heart. So if you need me, call me. Pick up the phone, call me. Pick up the phone. That's 1980s bullshit there. That's back when we had the old the roller thing on our phone. But just call me, all right? I love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good week. Bye.